Hi, welcome back to Flux Yoga Studio's YouTube channel. I'm Dafna. If you haven't taken any of my classes yet, welcome. Today we are going to be working through a shoulder opening vinyasa flow. It's going to be very simple, very quick, just something to get your body moving, whether you just woke up or if you're in between meetings or if you just have a few minutes that you just want to kind of get your blood going and your heart pumping. So this is the thing for you. If you know that you have kind of excessively tight shoulders, this will be the perfect practice for you to open them up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start in a tabletop position. You want to bring the palms of your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees want to settle underneath your hips. We'll just start with some regular cat-cow, but we also want to use this opportunity to open up into the wrists. So rotate your fingers back towards your knees. Now, if you have a hard time doing that with both hands at once, you can do it one hand at a time. And we'll run through 6 cat-cows. So on the inhale, if you are doing it one hand at a time, that's what I'm demoing just for those of us who can relate to this. If you can bring both of the hands at once, you can already start here and do all 6 like this. Otherwise, if you're doing it one hand at a time, we're going to switch. So you'll take an inhale to drop the belly, lift the tail, and the gaze. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale, round. And on your inhale, come to neutral. If you have just the right hand facing back, you'll rotate that right hand back to neutral and the left hand to rotate back. If you still have both hands facing back, you can keep them there for the next 3 breaths to inhale, open the chest, and exhale, round. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the tail, and the gaze. Exhale to round. And on the last time, inhale, open up. Exhale, round. On your next inhale, come into a neutral spine. The fingers are all facing forward. We're starting to take some circles here with our shoulders. You can incorporate any movement of your hips. And if you're feeling or hearing any crackles or pops within or throughout your body, it's okay. And just going to the opposite direction. See if you can synchronize your breath when you're taking these circles. There's no right, there's no wrong, there just is what is. Good. And then we'll slowly meet back at center. Coming into a puppy pose, reach the palms of your hands forward. The fingers want to reach towards the front of the mat. Now the sits bones want to stay in line with your knees as you gently and slowly start to melt your chest to the ground. Now, if it is your forehead that is rested on the mat here, try to keep your elbows lifted. If it is your chin that is making its way to the ground, you can rest your elbows. Maybe your chest makes its way to the ground. Find what works here just to feel that really, really yummy stretch in your shoulders and in your upper back. Now actually rest your chin or your chest or your forehead, whatever it is that is reaching towards the ground. See if you can actually rest it there for a moment. And you'll take another 2 deep breaths in the belly. See if you can exaggerate the rotation of your sits bones to the sky. 1 more deep breath here. And exhale, we'll look forward. Allow the forearms to rest on the mat as you shift onto your belly into a Sphinx pose. Cool. So we want to keep the forearms underneath our shoulders. We want to keep the palms pressing down. Now you're pushing into the backs of the feet, lifting your kneecaps off of the mat and squeezing through your glutes so that your pelvis is pushing into the ground. Use a little bit of pressure with your arms as if you want to drag your chest forward and breathe here. Another 2. And 1 more deep breath. Keep pulling your chest forward and through. Stay for the exhale. Beautiful. Gently release. Give your shoulders a little shake. You'll tuck your toes under and kind of push your palms into the ground here to push yourself all the way back into that tabletop position. Just to take a deep breath in, tuck all 10 toes here. And exhale, send yourself back into a downward facing dog. Really good. Now feel the way that your heels are starting to make their way to the ground. Feel the way that the palms of the hands are pushing the ground away. We'll all take a deep breath as we come up high as we can onto the toes. Exhale to send the heels as low as they can go. Push the ground away with your hands. You'll take an inhale to come up as high as you can onto your tippy toes. And exhale the heels down to the ground. Good. Inhale to reach the right leg up to the sky. And exhale to step that right foot between your hands. If the foot doesn't step between your hands and it just kind of stops in the center of the mat, reach the right hand back to grab the right ankle and step it forward. Dropping that left knee to the ground. We'll take an inhale as we reach our hands up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Taking an inhale right here. Stay for the exhale. Bend that left elbow so that the palm of the left hand rests between the shoulder blades. Right hand grabs that left elbow as you take a deep breath to lift it high. Exhale, start to tilt the left elbow to the right side. You should feel a really nice stretch both in that left hip flexor as well as that left shoulder. And we're breathing here for another 3. Good. Another 2. Let's take one more deep breath here. Stay for the exhale. Good. Inhale, unravel the arms, reach them high. Exhale, swing them behind you to interlace the fingers. You'll pull the fist down. Now, it's going to be really tempting for most of us to kind of drop our heads back like this, but I want you to keep your head upright as your fists try to draw a line, an imaginary line in the air as they're trying to pull away from your body. Keep lifting your chest up towards the sky here. Maintain a really open heart space. You'll take one more deep breath right where you are. And exhale, release your hands, bring them to frame that right foot. Inhale to extend into a half split. And exhale to bend into that right knee. One more time, inhale, extend into a half split. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Start to heel toe that right foot over to the left side, coming into pigeon pose. You'll drop that right knee to the ground. Now, there's no rule as to whether you want that right knee at a 90-degree angle or not. It's what feels best for you. And there is no angle that is better than the other. So it really depends on where you are most flexible and which glute or in which level of your glutes you are most flexible. For the most of us, it feels a lot more accessible when the right foot is closer to that left hip bone. So start where you feel good. Now you're going to untuck the back toes behind you. Take an inhale to lift your chest up high. Just take this moment to really focus on kind of pumping your chest forward. And as you exhale, you can let the elbows rest onto the ground here for a moment. And just kind of stack your forearms, rest your forehead on that top forearm. And we're taking 3 full breaths here. Allow gravity to do its thing as you allow that right sit bone to melt towards the ground. Another 2. Beautiful. Let's take one more deep breath here. Beautiful. Slowly on your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back up onto the mat. Tuck your back toes under. Send that right leg all the way back into a high plank. Take a deep breath right here. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin as you arch into the lower back. Good. Inhale, slide through for your cobra pose. Exhale, push it all the way back, downward facing dog. Really nice. You'll take a deep breath in right here. Big exhale out. And inhale. Sorry, my shirt is causing some problems. Let me just tuck it into my pants for a moment. All right. So we're taking an inhale as we lift up high onto the toes. Exhale to send the heels as low as they can go. One more time. Inhale, lift high onto your toes. And exhale, lower the heels as far as they can go. On your next inhale, you'll lift that left leg high to the sky. Exhale, round and curl that knee to your nose and step the foot between the hands. Again, same thing here. If the foot has landed way in the center of the mat, just give it a good little nudge as you drop the right knee to the ground. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Settle into the shape. Good. You'll take another inhale. Bend the right elbow. The left hand grabs that right elbow. You'll take an inhale to lift the right elbow and tilt it over to the left side. And we're breathing here for 3. Good. You'll feel a really nice stretch into the right shoulder, into the right hip flexor. Another 2. And one more deep breath here. On your next inhale, reach both hands high. Exhale, swing your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, pull the fists back. Tug your heart forward. Breathe for another 3. Keep the spine long and open. Your chest wants to pump forward. Let's take one final inhale. And exhale, release your hands, framing that left foot. You'll take an inhale to extend into that left leg for a half split. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, extend that left leg. Exhale, bend that left knee. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Start to heel toe that left foot over to the right and drop that left knee down, bringing that left heel towards the right hip bone, untucking that right foot, allowing the back leg to be long as you inhale, coming into your fingertips as you push into them. Really focus on bringing your heart further forward, taking a deep breath. Exhale, coming onto your forearms, stacking one forearm over the other, and allowing your forehead to rest on that top hand. We're here for 3 whole breaths. Again, letting this gravity pull your hip bone a little further down. Allowing the forehead to soften. Let's take another deep breath right where we are. And stay for the exhale. On your next inhale, begin to walk back onto the palms of the hands. Lift your chest, tuck the back toes under, and send that left leg back. Good. High plank as we take a deep breath here. Exhale, drop your knees. Chest and chin as you arch into your lower back. Good. Untuck the back toes, slither forward, cobra pose. Exhale, child's pose. As you bring your big toes to touch, your knees stay wide, your forehead rests onto the ground. Allow your elbows to rest. We'll take a deep breath in here together through the nose. Big sigh out. Beautiful. You are welcome to stay right here in your child's pose for as long as you need, or you can come to lay on your back for your Shavasana, or you can just end this video right here and continue going on with your day. Regardless of where you find yourself right here and right now, I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, a beautiful rest of your week, and a beautiful, beautiful intention for the day. No matter where it is that you find yourself right here and right now,
I wish you a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in, checking in, and dropping into your own body, into your own breath, and practicing with us here. We'll see you next time.